U.S. breaking news, change your read newspaper habit. Democratic Senator Kamala Harris just asked Gina Haspel, Trump's nominee to be CIA director, whether she agrees with the president's remarks that torture works. "I don't believe that torture works," she said. "I believe that in the CIA's program, and am not attributing this to enhanced interrogation techniques. I believe, as many people, directors who have sat in this chair before me, that valuable information was obtained from senior Al-Qaeda operatives that allowed us to defend this country and prevent another attack." After Haspel's lengthy response, Harris asked, "Is that a yes?" Haspel quickly responded, "No, it's not a yes. We got valuable information from debriefing of Al-Qaeda detainees, and I don't think it's knowable whether interrogation techniques played a role in that." Senator Kamala Harris pressed Gina Haspel if she felt the CIA's previous interrogation techniques were immoral, asking her multiple times to answer with a simple yes or no. Haspel wouldn't say. Here's the exchange. Senator Kamala Harris: "One question even not heard you answer is, do you believe that the previous interrogation techniques were immoral?" Gina Haspel: "Senator, I believe that CIA officers to whom you referred." Harris: "It's a yes or no answer. Do you believe the previous interrogation techniques were, do you believe they were illegal?" I'm asking, do you believe they were immoral? Harris: "Senator, I believe that CIA did extraordinary work to prevent another attack on this country given the legal tools." Harris: "Please answer yes or no. Do you believe in hindsight that those techniques were immoral?" Haspel: "Senator, what I believe sitting here today is that I support the higher moral standard we have decided to hold ourselves." Harris: "Can you please answer the question?" Haspel: "I think Eva answered the question." Harris: "No, you've not. Do you believe the previous techniques, now armed with hindsight, do you believe they were immoral, yes or no?" Haspel: "Senator, I believe that we should hold ourselves to the moral standard outlined in the Army Field Manual." Harris: "Okay. So I understand that you've not answered the question, but am going to move on." Gina Haspel earlier in the hearing pledged that she would not restart the CIA's detention and interrogation program, and that she would not follow an order that she found morally objectionable. "I would not allow CIA to undertake activity that I thought was immoral, even if it was technically legal," Haspel said. "I would absolutely not permit it." Capitol Police removed a protester from the hearing after she interrupted Gina Haspel during question. As the protester was escorted out of the building, you could hear her yelling, "Bloody Gina! Bloody Gina!" Senator Dianne Feinstein, who earlier stated she liked Gina Haspel very much but was troubled by her still classified past, asked the nominee if she was an advocate for destroying the tapes. Senator: "I absolutely was an advocate," Haspel said, saying while she never watched the tapes, she described those as 92 individual tapes of one detainee being tortured. She knew CIA officers' faces were on them. She said that was very dangerous at a time when there were unauthorized disclosures exposing the program. Senator Mark Warner just asked Gina Haspel what she would do if she were asked to torture detainees again. Stating she has a very strong moral compass, Haspel said, "I support the higher moral standard that this country has decided to hold itself to. I would never, ever take CIA back to an interrogation program. First of all, CIA follows the law. We followed the law then. We follow the law today. I support the law. I wouldn't support a change in the law, but I'll tell you this, I would not put CIA officers at risk by asking them to undertake risky, controversial activity again." What they're talking about. A total of 119 suspected terrorists were held at secret CIA sites between 2002 and 2008, and 39 of those detainees were subjected to enhanced interrogation techniques, which included sleep deprivation, waterboarding, prolonged standing, and exposure to cold. At least 5 detainees were subjected to rectal rehydration and at least 3 detainees were waterboarded. The Senate Select Intelligence Committee found those techniques were not an effective means of obtaining accurate information or gaining detainee cooperation. Though some Republican senators said they believed the program saved lives. One of the lines of questioning you'll hear a lot about today is that about Gina Haspel's role in the destruction of CIA interrogation tapes. That was the first question that came up from both Republican and Democratic senators. And Haspel said the decision was made by then-head of the CIA clandestine service Jose Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez, who was the DDO at the time or the Deputy Director for Operations, has been very upfront and has made it clear on a number of occasions publicly that he alone made the decision to destroy the tapes. She added that there was a great deal of concern about the security risk posed to CIA officers who were depicted on the tapes. CIA Director nominee Gina Haspel just told her origin story with the intelligence service, beginning when she joined in 1985 and navigated dead drops, dusty back alleys, and a dark, moonless night. Here's how she describes one of her first missions. I joined the CIA in 1985 as an operations officer in the clandestine service. From my first days in training, I had a knack for the nuts and bolts of my profession. I excelled in finding and acquiring secret information that I obtained in brush passes, dead drops, or in meetings in dusty back alleys of third world capitals. I recall my first foreign agent meeting was on a dark, moonless night with an agent I'd never met before. When I picked him up, he passed me the intelligence and I passed him extra money for the men he led. It was the beginning of an adventure I had only dreamed of. If confirmed, Gina Haspel would be the first woman to lead the CIA. This is a fact she didn't shy away from in her opening statement. She said when she was first promoted to station chief, she was asked why would they send you? I owe that leader much for believing in me at a time when few women were given these opportunities, Haspel said. There were few senior women leading at CIA in those days, and we are stronger now because that picture is changing. I did my part, quietly and through hard work, to break down those barriers, Haspel said. I was proud to be the first woman to serve as the number 2 in the clandestine service. It is not my way to trumpet the fact that I am a woman up for the top job. But I would be remiss in not remarking on it, not least because of the outpouring of support from young women at CIA who consider it a good sign for their own prospects. Gina Haspel, President Donald Trump's nominee for CIA director, told senators she believes in oversight for the CIA, as both a career intelligence officer and an American citizen. I am a strong believer in the importance of oversight. Simply put, experience has taught us that CIA cannot be effective without the people's trust. And we cannot hope to earn that trust without the accountability that comes with congressional oversight. If we can't share aspects of our secret work with the public, we should do so with their elected representatives. For CIA, oversight is a vital link to the open society we defend.